good morning, afternoon, or evening, and welcome to Tavern Talk, where I suppose we're going to get to hear the story of these two. Alright, picture me deep in the mountains of Dolvermere, with my trusty axe and a good drink by my side. There I was, minding me own business, digging for the good stuff, you know. Hit a gold vein earlier and deemed myself the luckiest dwarf of all time. Had a real big old pile of gold. Then suddenly this big ooze comes along and slurp. Gone it was. This is a very boring story. Perhaps we could go looking for my cape now? It's nearly sunrise. And the sun kills you? Oh, right. Did the ooze also eat the cape? Yes. No. Oh. Anyways, I wouldn't call myself the best warrior, but when that ooze slurped me gold, I had to do something. So I took my shovel and dug and hit and dug and hit until there was nothing left of the ooze anymore. Well, almost nothing. So, did you dig out your gold? Silly food. She dug out me. And guess what he was clinging on to? The gold? Oh yes, a big gold nugget. Should be enough to get me to Beruvia. And perhaps it can even get me a dandy new cape? I don't think so, Sunshine. We had a deal. Ah, we did? Please allow me to ask a question. What was that deal again? I get ye to Beruvia so ye can participate in your fancy vampire banquet, and in return, I get the gold. But what about my cape? Where did you last see your cape? Don't even bother. It's a lost cause. We looked everywhere on our way here. Fought cursed chests, many-eyed monstrosities, undead goons. And I started to wonder where in his life did this man put his cape? Where everyone puts their cape. Do you know where I put me capes? Where? In a wardrobe. Oh. So you can wear it inside the wardrobe land? What? No. Kyle, maybe we could find someone to retrieve your cape for you. We could? Phenomenal. I could put out a quest for you, but for that we'd need a little more information. Good luck with that. First, I'd need to know where you last saw your cape. I was getting ready to go to the annual vampire banquet hosted by Lord Strut in Beruvia. While getting dressed, I realized I couldn't find my cape. My first thought, of course I cannot find it. The cape of invisibility is playing tricks on me. It's quite moody sometimes. Which is truly unfortunate when you want to wear it for an important event. We all know how important a fancy cape is for flaunting your vampire status. Of course. Then what was the last vampire event ye wore the cape to? My wedding. Your wedding? When I married my sweet Evelyn, I simply had to wear my most treasured cape to show how important she was to me. Evelyn, the vampiric Countess Evelyn, residing in Mellow Castle? That would be her. Congratulations. Are you still married? Of course not. I hate her, every inch of her body. Turns out she just wanted... Spit it out, Leech. Oh. What? My cape. Ah, rats. Here we go again. My sweet Evelyn stole my cape. What now? That little mean, vicious, beautiful beast. Her, that thief of thieves, robbed me of my most precious possession. Wouldn't that be your heart? No, I had that taken out centuries ago. But my cape? I could never live without that. Oh, sweet, sweet Evelyn, how could you do this to me? I trusted her with all I had. That's rough, buddy. Perhaps, innkeeper, that's your name, right? Sure. Do you think there's a courageous adventurer out there brave enough to retrieve my precious cape for me? I'm afraid that my sweetest Evelyn will kill me on sight if I ever set foot in her villa again. Yes, I think we can find such an adventurer. We're setting up that search right now. So, where could a brave adventurer find Mellow Castle? Deep past the abyss of dread, at the foot of a mountain range that looks like a witch's bosom, towers the mansion of my dear Evelyn. Queen of Darkness, Temptress of Men, Flamenco champion of 1467. The right hero should be able to outsmart her and escape with their life. But be wary, she bites. And she may be invisible now. Alright, I think I've got everything I need. I'll write up a quest for you. I'm sure you'll have your cape back in no time. I hope so. That reminds me. Not another cursed monologue. Innkeep, quickly, another drink. I don't think I can make it through another tale of woe without some artificial stamina. I need another lagoon. I'll see what I can do. Oh, oops. That button. So Frosted Lagoon. And we'll need a little bit of this. And a little bit of this. And a lot of this. And that's a Frosted Lagoon. Some liquid stamina for a valued guest. Let me try. You got it right again. I might even last till dayfall with this. Kyle, would you like another drink as well? No, I cannot drink now that I am consumed with thoughts of my love's betrayal. Oh, it ails me so. Everything ails you. The whole way here you were complaining about having to walk. My bat form doesn't work like it used to. I'm out of practice and the slime weighs heavily on my shoulders. And my back is all itchy. By the dragons, could it be because you insisted on sunbathing? Oh, right, innkeeper. Do you have a drink to protect me from the sun? Perchance something that would also moisturize my delicate skin? I'm afraid not. Oh. That reminds me, my Aunt Mathilda used to harness the power of a chimera's saliva for sun protection. A chimera? A beast made out of several animals. Got 3 heads and all, made by the dragons to guard Gaia. Likes to eat people for breakfast. I'm aware. I just didn't know its saliva could be so useful. Ah. If only I hadn't eaten that delectable bear chimera in the Scarlet Caves, I could have asked it for a sample of its saliva. I'm sure that would have gone over well. Actually, I might know where to find one. Really? Will you get it for me then? No. Oh. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Miss Frostcrib, dearest Rhea, perhaps we can alter our deal. Oh nay, forget it. I ain't going. With nothing on me but a shovel and an ooze goop. I'd be no match for such a beast. No problem. I can make it another quest for my trusted board. And when will it be done? Tell me, when can I walk among mortals in the glistening sunlight once more? As soon as a fearless adventurer picks it up and succeeds, especially that part. Splendid! Did you hear that? A quest just for me. Let's leave it at 2. Say, innkeep, while we wait for someone to do his work for him, do ye perhaps have a room or 2? Possibly a room without sunlight. Wouldn't want Snow White to go up in flames over here. Sure thing. I've got a couple of barred up rooms. You can stay there. How much? You can pay when you leave. Grand. Seems like they gave you more personality than usual. Keep it up. Maybe you'll become a real girl one day. Thank you. Enjoy your stay. You too, tasty creature. Okay, so we get a new quest. A quirky vampire is looking for his cape. See, he seems a bit confused. Wanted to go on a stroll in the sun. Let's put this at the top here. And oh, no undead snails. Chimera... The vampire last saw his cape on his wedding day before he was wed to Countess Evelyn. At the foot of the Witch's Wrath Peak resides Countess Evelyn, the vampiric temptress of men. Be wary of invisible threats. On a mild summer morning, a senile vampire came to look for his cape of invisibility at the Wayfarer's Inn. After steady questioning, the innkeeper uncovered that he lost his cape at his wedding, where his ex-wife, Countess Evelyn, stole it from him. She resides at the foot of the Witch's Wrath Peak. Venture to the peak and dare to retrieve the long-lost cape, but be aware she might be invisible. Okay, so Chimera. The one thing that stands a chance against the grueling curse of the sun is Chimera saliva, apparently. An unusual amount of undead, wyvern, chimera. Chimera's hatred for mice is a universal truth. Or maybe it just rhymed with ice, who can say? Okay, so let's see. A wyvern chimera resides in the Quack Mangrove. Adventurers beware, you might be on its menu. According to the... let's see, maybe we start with the white. This. The one thing that stands a chance against the grueling curse of the sun is Chimera saliva, apparently. Source, Aunt Matilda, a vampire? There we go. And then we'll put the wyvern chimera bit here. And then this. According to the Amaranthine Hydra, a chimera's hatred for mice is a universal truth. And yeah. Finish that. Deep in the Quag Mangrove resides a wyvern chimera. Its scales and claws are a valuable treasure to any alchemist. Its saliva even more so. As it happens, a certain vampire may be able to use the rare saliva to produce a sunscreen so effective that even he could walk in broad daylight. Is there any adventurer, or mouse, brave enough to confront the beast, the chimera, not the vampire, and bring back a bucket of saliva? There we go. On to the next day. Act 1, The Wayfarer's Inn. 3, New friends and former enemies. My shipment of infusions finally arrived this morning. I now have access to some fake crystals and frozen pine cones. Together with Fable's phoenix chilies, I have 3 infusions now. I'll unpack them later when I have some time. I have a feeling they'll be of use soon. Fable's back. I think we'll hear about how the quest went in the next episode. For now, thank you so much for watching and spending a little of your time with me here today. It was lovely to have you. Please remember to be kind to yourself. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you again next time.